Mind reading present. Why can't I find love? Looking for love can feel like an endless quest filled with loneliness and disappointment. And the fact that everyone around you seems to be in a loving relationship doesn't make things any easier. But are you really giving yourself the best chance of meeting someone special? Even if you don't realize it, there may be some underlying factors that prevent you from finding the love of your life. Here's 17 honest reasons why you can't find love. Number 1. You are looking for perfection. You may have a long list of qualities and attributes that you look for in a partner, but expecting someone to meet all of those criteria is unrealistic. I hate to leak it to you, but the perfect match does not exist. I'm not suggesting that you lower your standards and start dating anyone who falls into your lap, but try to be flexible and open your mind to someone who didn't initially meet your expectations. You may find that they are the ones you are looking for once you get to know them. 2. You are satisfied. Setting your standards to high is one thing, but lowering your standards to high and accepting someone who isn't right for you is just as bad. When you feel lonely and hopeless, you are tempted to accept anyone who shows concern or affection for you. It may work for a while, but you'll soon realize that the relationship isn't satisfying or rewarding. 3. You feel insecure. If you don't feel good about yourself, it will be very difficult for others to love you. Low self-esteem makes it difficult for you to recognize and accept genuine relationships. Constantly questioning your self-worth and feeling that you don't deserve love means your relationship and prevents you from forming deep relationships. In some cases, this might even cause you to push people away on purpose. Number 4. You do not put yourself out there. Meeting people and establishing relationships is the only way to find love. If you're not actively trying to meet new people, it's impossible to find that special someone. Even if you don't feel confident or afraid of rejection, it's important to take the leap and present yourself. In the age of dating apps and social media, it's now easier than ever to connect with potential partners without the stress of chatting with strangers in bars. But one day, you have to take a risk and start talking to other people. 5. You focus too much on yourself. Finding love requires a certain level of selflessness and a willingness to put the needs of others before your own. I'm not saying you're selfish, but if you're constantly focused on your own wants, needs, and desires, it won't be long before a potential partner will feel ignored or unloved. The key to finding lasting love is learning how to strike a balance between taking care of yourself and caring for others. Number 6. You trust too much. Being open and trusting in a relationship is good, but trust needs to be earned. If you trust someone too quickly or easily, you'll often be disappointed when that person doesn't meet your high expectations. Even worse, they may take you for granted or hurt you. Take your time and get to know someone before you trust them completely. That's the only way to make sure they deserve your love. 7. You are afraid of rejection. The fear of rejection can be manifested in several ways. You may be afraid to approach someone, afraid to commit to a relationship, or afraid of getting too close. Whatever the reason, fear of rejection is a huge obstacle in finding love. If you can't get through it, you'll never allow yourself to be vulnerable and open to new people. Rejection is part of the dating process, and it's not something you can avoid. Instead of protecting yourself from rejection, why not try learning to accept rejection? Although scary, there are many benefits to getting out of your comfort zone and putting yourself out there. Being rejected is never fun, but with every experience comes growth and self-empowerment. Number 8. You focus too much on the future. Do you have a clear vision in your mind of what your future will look like? Maybe you've already thought about the perfect job, house, and partner, and everything is mapped out perfectly. It's fun to have ambitions and goals, but don't let your need for control and reassurance keep you from finding love. Relationships can't always be planned and predicted, so it's important to stay present in the moment and not get too hung up on imagining what your future will look like. Let go of expectations and let things develop naturally. This is the only way you'll find healthy and meaningful relationships. Number 9. You do not believe in love. If you've been hurt in the past or experienced trauma, it's easy to conclude that love isn't real or doesn't exist for you. This view can be very damaging and will only add to the heartache. Instead, remind yourself that not all relationships are bad, and there is someone out there who is a good fit for you. Love is real, but it's not always easy. Believe in yourself and rest assured that you'll find the right person one day. Number 10. You are afraid of getting hurt. If you've ever experienced a breakup, you know how hard it can be to move on and let yourself fall in love again. You're afraid of being hurt again, so you look for ways to protect yourself, such as distancing yourself emotionally or avoiding situations that could lead to a relationship. Yet if you never take risks or put yourself out there, you'll never find the kind of love you want. Of course, it's scary, and there's the possibility of getting hurt. But life is about taking risks. You have to put yourself out there if you want to feel love. It's important to remember that not all relationships end in heartbreak. You could find yourself in a relationship that lasts a lifetime. 11. You do not know what you want. Do you know what you want in a relationship? Or do you often feel confused and unsure? It can be hard to know what type of romantic relationship you're looking for if you don't take the time to explore your own wants and needs. Consider what qualities are important to you in a partner and what values you want your relationship to build. Once you know what you're looking for, it'll be easier to find the right person. Number 12. You are attracted to the wrong type of person. Do you find yourself constantly engaging with the wrong type of people, even though it never works? This is a common problem, and it can be difficult to change old patterns. If you're constantly attracted to people who don't make you happy, take some time to reflect on what attracted you to them. You also need to consider whether you are subconsciously making bad choices because you are trying to sabotage your chances of getting love. Maybe you've been hurt in the past and are convinced that you don't deserve true love, or you just haven't found what you're looking for. To give yourself the best chance of finding love, prioritize positive qualities in the man or woman you're dating. Then, make sure you take the necessary steps to attract someone who truly fits your values and personality. 13. You are not looking in the right place. You'll never find love if you don't look in the right places. Do you only meet other people through social circles or in bars and clubs? If you don't open a branch and try new things, you will miss out on potential opportunities to meet Mr. or Mrs. Right. Why not try a dating site, join a sports team, or sign up for a class you're interested in? You never know who you might meet when you least expect it. Meeting someone randomly can be a pleasant surprise and is a surefire way to find someone you truly connect with. Making an effort to get out and find new ways to meet your potential partner is essential if you want to find love. You never know what amazing people might be waiting for you near you. Number 14. You overly manage your ways. If you've been single for a long time, you may have a hard time compromising when in a new relationship. For example, if you're used to living alone and doing whatever you want, learning to live with someone again will be a big adjustment. If you're having trouble finding love, you may need to rethink this mindset. Successful relationships are all about compromise, and you need to be open-minded and willing to change a little. If things don't go well after giving him a chance, at least you give yourself a chance to be happy. Number 15. You look hopeless and needy. There is nothing more disappointing than someone who is being desperate and needy. It's important to remember that you don't need anyone else to complete your life. You already have all the tools you'll need within yourself to be happy. When you act as if you don't need anyone, others will be attracted to your confidence and independence. You'll also look more mysterious and attractive. Two very attractive qualities in a potential partner. So, instead of desperately looking for love, try to focus on yourself and everything you have to offer. That's the best way to find true happiness. 16. You're waiting for your soulmate. The idea of waiting to find your soulmate is beautiful, but maybe that's why you can't find love. The reality is that most people live their entire lives without ever meeting their soulmate. And many people don't realize that soulmate relationships are often not romantic. If you constantly set unrealistic expectations for a relationship by expecting your partner to be a perfect soul connection or fire twin, you'll be disappointed. And you'll also lose a lot of good relationships because you set your standards too high. Don't have unrealistic expectations about love, and try to enjoy the journey instead of obsessing over finding the right one. You never know what fantastic opportunities may lie ahead. 17. You do not have a game. If you haven't dated in a long time or haven't dated many people, you might feel a bit hesitant when it comes to the dating game. And like it or not, dating is a game, and you have to play by the rules. It may be tempting to quit and give up on love, but there are many ways to step up your game. Don't look desperate. Build mysteries and intrigues around yourself, and upgrade your most interesting features. Learn how to flirt, dress to impress, and always be confident. If you're willing to show up and put in the effort, it doesn't take long for the right people to come into your life. Final thoughts. I'm not going to lie and tell you that finding love is easy. Of course not. But it's worth the effort. And you can't give up on love just because things are tough right now. There are so many amazing relationships out there waiting for you, but you have to be willing to work on yourself and put in the effort to find them. Remember, love is a journey, not a destination. So take your time, enjoy the process, and be open-minded to all the possibilities that may come your way. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.